Continuing our New Orleans adventure, right now we're out here at what location, Mary?
7-3 Distilling Company.
Yeah, pardon the noise. We're right here by the highway, and let me tell you, we're excited.
Yes, we are.
This is going to be a fun time. So you know what? Why don't you come along with us and see what all 7-3 has going. We've tried some of their stuff before, and we are very excited about this.
Absolutely.
So come along and let's see what we see.
Yes.
Now I'll get started. Just our name, 7-3 Distilling, is because New Orleans is made up of 73 neighborhoods. So that was the inspiration. We're a little different here. A lot of places you probably live in a county. We don't have counties in Louisiana, we have parishes. So you're currently in Orleans Parish. And within Orleans Parish, we've got 73 little neighborhoods that comprise the entire city of New Orleans. So that was the inspiration for the name, and then all of our liquors are named after it. So I like to point out this corner right here, this is all the ingredients we use in that gin. So we literally pull from this corner when we're getting our dry ingredients for our gin.
Orange peel, lemon balm, turmeric. Ooh, turmeric.
That is the negative. But I will let you siphon out of here and smell the main ingredient in gin, juniper berry. So many people have either love it or hate it, but they've never smelled that main ingredient. So if you're interested in what straight juniper berry smells like, for a minute, for a hot little second.
Oh, that's
It's
nice.
invigorating.
That is very nice.
So, as you can see, bourbon is what we put our blood, sweat, and tears into back here. We've got a lot of barrels going. We actually just barreled our 1,000 barrels. So that's right here. So this is our barrel number right here. 1,000 barrels. So we've got a little over 1,000 barrels at the moment. Now, what we're going to do is when we get our, when we fill our barrel, we're going to stamp it with our Louisiana tax ID number. I'll use this one, our Louisiana tax ID number. Then we're going to put what is currently in here. So this is actually our honey finished Bywater 4 grade in here. This is our barrel number. So this was the 842nd barrel. This is the day that we filled it. So the letter corresponds with a month. A is January, B is February, C is March. So this was filled January 17th, 2025. Then RC stands for raw content, and we have 53 gallons of raw content in these barrels. That equals approximately 250 barrels. Bottles that we can get out of a barrel. So if we want to walk over here, you can look over in our warehouse and see a whole lot more barrels. We're going to step in there for a second if you'd like to get it on your camera.
Absolutely. Some are upright and some are on their
I'll
sides.
catch you up. I just need a hammer. We'll be all right.
A drill. Oh, this is awesome.
There you go.
So you have them both upright and on the sides. Oh, so you do them both aged upright and on sides. Okay. That's pretty cool.
And they got totes of raw product. Look at that.
Yeah, we met everybody at Bruce Fest.
Oh, okay, nice.
So we told them we're going to be coming to Louisiana, so you got to come do the tour.
We'll just
Like,
take one
we're
of those
there.
barrels, put it in the black GMC. We'll be
Yeah.
on our way.
So funny enough, we do sell barrels. So if you're interested in buying a barrel, they will actually sit with you and help you blend your barrel and all that stuff. You're going to be looking at between $18,000 and $20,000 for that. So if anyone's interested, let me know so I can collect that commission check. Okay. I always tell people if I ever win the lottery, you'll never know, but there will be signs.
Yes, there will.
These look a little different. These are those cognac barrels that we get from France that we put our whiskey in. So these are closer to 73 gallons. That's why they're so much bigger. But you see, we say aged below sea level. That's important because it feels pretty good here today. But in the dead of summer, it's pretty miserable back here, and we do not pump AC in here. That is because aged below sea level is significant because a lot of people think you can only make bourbon in Kentucky. That's a myth. You can make bourbon anywhere where it's conducive to making bourbon, and that's going to be your weather. And you've got to make bourbon in a hot, humid place because heat and humidity help your spirits age faster and become more complex in taste. So we're going to open up our facility every day so that the unique weather patterns we're known for here in New Orleans are going to come in and have an influence on our product. So a lot of people ask, well, what about the winter? We have very mild winters. Some people are in snow right now, and this is it's November 1st tomorrow. So we have very mild winters, but even in the winter, we have humidity, and humidity is going to aid in aging your bourbon. So this is a very good place to have a distillery, quite frankly. So that's why we open up our facility 7 days a week. We let that weather come in here and mingle and do its job. Now, a lot of people ask about the things we see popping through the barrels. They can't seal these barrels up really tight. If you were to seal these stave by stave and leave no room, we're creating small bombs. We don't want to do that. So there is some give in between those staves. You put that liquid in there, and the humidity hits it, and the heat hits it. That liquid is going to expand and contract. We've got science happening in those barrels. So sometimes if it expands to a level where it pops through, as soon as it hits air and oxidizes, it's going to turn into like a black sap, and it's not a problem. It's completely normal. But if we want to go down here,
Think of all the years of Christmas in tank tops, except for 2005 when it snowed.
Yeah, that is true. After Katrina, it snowed on us.
oh yeah,
Christmas.
Day, I remember.
Yeah.
So if you guys look, we've got some 2024s over here. We've got 2020.
05.
We've got some 2020s over here.
It's after Katrina, 05.
So this is our equipment. Whether we're making beer or liquor, you're starting off with a mash tun. So I used to give brewery tours, and when I went to Georgia State, so I lived in Atlanta for college, and I used to give tours of distilleries and teach people how craft beer is made. Starts off with a mash tun. So because we need to create alcohol, right? And so that's going to start off with grains. So this is actually our newest piece of equipment. We replaced this with this, but we want to make more product. And just like in the kitchen, you want to make more gumbo, you get a bigger gumbo pot, right?
Yep.
So this is our new big gumbo pot. This is our old little baby gumbo pot. And just like in the kitchen, we're going to look at our dry ingredients. We're going to look at our recipe and measure out the ingredients for that recipe. So we're going to measure out all of our dry ingredients, rice, wheat, corn, barley. Measure that out, put it in our mash tun, add water, and heat that water up. And what that's going to do is flush the sugars and starches from those grains. That creates something called wort, W-O-R-T. It's a fancy word for sugar water. You know when you cook potatoes or rice, how it makes your water really cloudy and starchy? We want that cloudy, starchy sugar water. So we're going to get that wort derived from those grains. Once we're done, though, we don't need the grain. So we're actually going to donate that to local farms, and they use it to feed their livestock.
Perfect.
Because
Cows and pigs.
this spit grain is going to rot and start smelling and attracting bugs. We don't want this on site. We want to get rid of this as fast as we can. Perfectly healthy for livestock to eat. So it's a really good agreement that we have with local farms. Now, some people ask, oh, so you're getting cows and pigs drunk. And that's when I like to remind them, no, we have not yet created alcohol. We're just getting those sugars and starches, but that is the next step. So we're going to take that wort and move it over to our fermenters. Do watch your step right here. The ground goes up a little bit. But I do like to point out, these are some shotgun houses. So right here on the right is a single shotgun.
Double.
Right here on the left is a double shotgun.
Yep. Gosh.
Now, do you give it to the farmers or sell it to the farmers?
We give it to farmers.
Oh,
That's
nice.
a good one.
I guess some
At the
smaller ones.
brewery, in Georgia, we give it to farmers, and every year we had a pig roast with a pig that spent the year eating our grain. So that was really
I
fun.
bet you that was some sweet meat.
Yeah. I'm going to tell them that here. Maybe we can start doing that here.
Oh yeah.
So we're going to take that wort, we're going to take that sugar water, put it in our fermenters, and this is where we add our yeast. Yeast is a living organism, and yeast loves sugar. So that yeast is going to hit those sugars, and it's going to get started eating those sugars. So we're going to let it sit in there for about 2 days and let it eat as much sugar as it can in those 2 days, because when yeast eats sugar, it converts those sugars into alcohol. That's the main ingredient we need for our product. So we're going to take that alcohol, move it on over to our pot stills.
Oh, that's a pretty one. 2.
So we've created alcohol. We're going to put that alcohol in our pot stills, turn up the heat, and let it come to a rolling boil. That boil is going to act like a kettle almost, and the pressure from that boil is going to send our alcohol up our
Column
columns,
still.
and we're going to hit 3 different boiling points. Each boiling point gives us a different byproduct. If y'all want to come move over here. Now, everything that comes off our still is going to be clear and high proof. For example, this is St. Rock vodka, cucumber vodka. That's going to come off, that's going to go in the bottle at 80 proof. It came off the still at 137 proof.
Wow.
So we've got to proof that down. That's the next step. But everything that comes off is insanely high proof and clear. Now, the first thing that we're going to get is called the heads. The heads is not safe to consume. It contains high levels of methanol. It will kill you or cause you to go blind. So what we're going to do is siphon that out. The first 3 to 5% of what comes off our still is siphoned out. Now, we use it to clean. We use it to mop our floors, clean our equipment. In the event of a global pandemic, we use it to make hand sanitizer. So if your hand sanitizer smells like bad corn liquor, might have been heads off the still. But this is heads. I'm going to shake it. You're going to see that it clears up very fast.
Yep.
I'm almost done.
That's right.
Clears up very fast, high levels of methanol. You don't want nothing to do with this. So we're going to siphon that out. And then the next thing that comes off the still is called the heart. This is the meat and potatoes of our product. This is the bulk of what ends up in here.
That's the good stuff.
This is the good stuff. Yeah. I'm going to shake it. You'll see it takes a little longer to clear up. Now, what I want you to notice on both of those, that slides right off the glass. You see that? Doesn't stick at all. I want you to notice because the next thing we have is going to be a little different. That's
Tails.
called the tails. The tails is very cloudy. It takes a lot longer to clear up, and you'll see these oils gathering at the top, releasing that glass. These are fusel oils. All liquor contains some sort of these oils because these oils kind of act like a bonding agent and give your liquor a little bit of body so that it doesn't taste flat when you sip on it. So that serves a purpose, but you don't need a whole lot of it to get the job done. And you don't want a whole lot because these oils are what metabolizes in your system to cause a hangover. This is what causes a hangover. So here's the thing. Cheap liquor cuts their liquor with more tails.
Oh.
That's why when you've been drinking all that Mad Dog 2020 and you done texted that person you wasn't supposed to text, and you done made some poor decisions and you're never drinking again, the more you know, right? Now, I like to end my tour on a warm and fuzzy note right here. All of our empty bottles end up in these 2 bins, and when they're full, we make a donation to a nonprofit organization called Glass Half Full. They're going to take all these bottles, grind this glass back down in the sand, and use it to shore up our coastlines.
Oh.
We love that because none of this glass is going to end up in a landfill. It's all going to end up going back in our ecosystem in a very positive and much needed way. So that just helps us sleep at night.
All right.
No problem.
If you guys haven't visited 7-3 in New Orleans, they have a hell of a bar. Let's take a look.
coming up with your streetcar.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. That looks delicious. Let's find out.
Okay, what are we thinking?
Talk to me, Goose.
Not as good as last night, but it's still pretty good.
Not as good as last night, but it's a good one.
It's pretty good.
You heard it here. Pretty good. Not the greatest, but it's pretty good. I'm going to find out myself. So, cheers. Oh, very, very strong coffee. I wonder if it's made with chicory coffee.
Oh, it's Esplanade coffee. Esplanade espresso.
It's an Esplanade espresso.
It's a little stronger.
Very strong on the coffee. That's dangerous. If you like strong black coffee like I do, yeah, you can get in trouble with that. All right. Hey, guys, make sure you come down here, 7-3, hang out, take a tour, say hello to Luca and the crew. They are fantastic. All right. We have to hit the road again. Yep. Constantly moving, constantly going. Oh, but before we do, let me show you this. The toasted marshmallow old fashioned.
Limited edition.
And all I can say is, oh my goodness,
Smell that coffee cold.
this thing is so freaking good.
Oh my gosh.
This is the coffee.
Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh. That is
They
so
just brought
crawfish
something to
boil.
us.
That is crawfish boil.
Oh my God. Hold on. All right. This is their El Guapo crawfish boil bitters. We may have to pick up a bottle of this. Now I'm getting hungry. I want a crawfish boil. Oh my gosh, this is so good. Guys, you know what? I may have to get a bottle of this for a giveaway on the channel on one of our live streams. So, you know what, guys? You stay tuned. Holy crap. I want to put this behind my ears like cologne. This smells so good. Citrus, celery, pepper, bay leaf, onion. Oh, man. For a Bloody Mary, that would be delicious. Holy crap. That was such an awesome, awesome tour. We heard some stories. They are not true. But going into the barrel house, as you saw in the video, and just seeing everything, the samples are fantastic. Guys, you come down to New Orleans, you have to hit 7-3 Distilling, say hello to Luca and everybody here, especially if you're lucky enough to get Ashley on the tour. You will not be disappointed. She was fantastic.
Ashley will give you, you're going to get a bunch of samples. I mean, a bunch. And when she does those little samples, they're going to be to the rim because she's got to pour and she just goes pour to pour to pour to pour to pour all the way to the top.
Yeah,
If you don't leave here a little buzzed, you didn't drink.
you did something wrong. We did manage to score some fantastic items while we were here. We are going to be doing a review and a surprise for you guys. We're not going to disclose what all we bought, but I will say this, it's going to include a giveaway. So guys, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for even better and more content coming soon.
And if you make it for the tour, you gotta hit the bar. You
Yes.
gotta try their drinks because they are so unusual. It's so much different than anything you have ever had before.
And you have to try the toasted marshmallow old fashioned. Thank me later.
That Bloody Mary, with the crawfish.
That'll curl your
Oh
toes.
my goodness. And it gets hotter as it goes.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for us today. And we are about to hit the road again. So, guys, take care. We'll see you very soon. And until next time, cheers.
Cheers.